Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's John Ross with the XPian Daily News Report for this Friday, March 12th, 2021. Today, I'm going to look a little into the past and remembering evangelist Luis Palau in Aurora. We'll talk about that in a moment here. Hope you've had a good day here today. A little cloudy out, but still it's got that spring air in it. Where it's a little warmer. I did some walk today. I know a lot of you do walking and running or jogging in this nice weather. Some of us, I'm not too much on that anymore, but yeah, I'll do some. But flowers and gardening will be coming up here. A good thing. I noticed at the Menards, they had a lot of sale. They had a lot of seeds for sale if you're into that. And I'm sure they're going to be putting out these hot plants to put out for you, and I've done that too. Flowers, vegetables, and so spring is coming here. And the big thing I wanted to touch base to a little is about the virus. Be sure to get those shots. I was visiting with a friend today, and he still is a little reluctant on that. I think he had some false information too about something in Israel that 10,000 had died from the shots in Israel. I don't know where it came from. Don't know where that came from. He had a source, but I didn't question him too much. I did look that up. That's Israel's they got the same story we got here. Everybody's getting the shot. There's nothing like that. And they have the Pfizer shot there. So these type of things are out there. You got to read. You got to do a lot of things to keep up on some of this. And I'm reminded of the polio back in the 50s. I took the vaccine. It was a liquid to drink, I believe, or maybe it was a cube. I've had different stories, but I remember a little cup, and I forgot what it was. I think it was a liquid though. But everybody did it, so there was no complaints. And where's polio? It's basically eradicated. It's still out there. And people have to have the shots and etc. And we better get into this shot thing because these type of viruses, this coronavirus, there's more strains and there's others coming from various things. And it basically comes through animals to us. It's going to be coming more, so we got to get ready, and I think we're going to be more prepared the next time around here, and we might have to take some more shots, to keep the immunization up there. So we might have to do ongoing shots. So let's get used to it. Let's not get this resistance that's out there. Sure, we got to have good science. That's a very important thing too. So I'm about 10 more days. I get my second shot, and then 2 weeks after that, I should be, quote, immune or whatever, I guess. But more of that out there, and the president's trying to get more people to get the shots too. And I think he said May 1st. I try to get everybody online, and so got to get everybody, all our 1B people, the teachers, other people that need that, seniors, other essential workers. Let's get those in there, and let's get started. We're going to start getting everybody the shot here. So that's where we're going. Let's keep that up, and hopefully next week we'll have some guests that will talk more about it from the VNA and the health department. Hopefully that'll work next week. And so I just wanted to touch base on someone that came by Aurora many years ago. It's been out there I come from the evangelical background, Protestant evangelical background. My church, a Presbyterian church, has been involved in many things along that line. And in 1996, there was a movement with international evangelist Luis Palau. And several people were involved with that. I remember the Wayside director, Mr. Wayne Greenewalt, was involved in bringing that, and a lot of pastors were involved with that. Protestant side. Um, and Luis Palau was brought to Aurora. He did other crusades. This is part of a Chicago crusade that was out there. He did in Chicago. And I remember visiting with Luis Palau. He's known basically as character. He's been characterized by many as the Latin American or Latino Billy Graham. He got to know Billy Graham. He did, my understanding, if I remember right, he did some translation for him, and Billy Graham helped him out get going. Luis Palau was very personable. He he was a person that you would like to be around, and he had a lot of friends. He's from Argentina, and so he had many crusades in Latin America, Argentina, and other areas, and in Europe. I mean, he went around the whole world, and I forgot the numbers. It's just maybe it's 25 million or some big number that he's spoken to, and he's just been all around the world. He passed away a few days ago here, and he was 86 years old. When he came to Aurora, I remember it was a nice experience, but I remember the Latino community, a Protestant, really brought out a lot of people. It was 4,000, maybe 4,600. I forgot the number, but it was over 4,000. It came out on, I think it was a Sunday evening. To hear Luis. He did that in Spanish, of course. And, or maybe they did it bilingual. I forgot. But anyway, I think they might have done it bilingual. But anyway, he spoke Spanish. And like I said, he's known throughout the world as the Billy Graham of Latin America. He was just a very kind, good man. And he leaves a wife and a couple sons who are doing a lot of the work that he's been doing. He started a little different than he shifted from crusades to more of a festival idea, I guess we'd call it. This picture here, I think it's in 2004. I have on the side of Luis talking to a crowd. I don't know where that's at. I just know it's in 2004. I have a date on it, but August in 2004, he's talking to a crowd there. But he was very exuberant, very just a man who could talk down to earth and was very well received by everybody. He's a friend of the Pope. He's from Argentina. He distinguished himself from some other evangelicals in Latin America. He doesn't have an anti-Catholic bent. I mean, he knows the differences and would maybe address those, but he wasn't, quote, anti-Catholic. So that differentiated him from some others. So he always was trying to unify. And same with charismatics and non-charismatics. He was trying to bring people together. And he'll be missed. He had lung cancer the last few years, and that's what took his life. But he was ready. There's a book out. I don't have the title up here right now, but there's a new book that I think I should get, a biography about Palau, some interviews with him and other things along that line. A very interesting man, and I'm happy that I got to meet him personally when he passed through Aurora. And, I asked Luis, and he somewhere, I think it was a report, this is in 96, and it had been a report that maybe 500,000 people had heard him at a gospel message that he was giving. I forgot what country it was, but it was in South America. And I asked him about it, because I was part of the publicity team, and I got to talk with him, and he just said to me, "Oh, that's just Latin American counting." He was very humble man, and he understood. He had a good sense of humor too, and so he'll be missed. Really, it's just nice that I got to meet him, and I'm glad he came to Aurora. And he got a lot of interest in the evangelical, quote, white evangelical church, more thinking about our Latino brothers and sisters, and he was good at that. Like I said, he was also tried to build bridges too between groups, so he was very good. He'll be missed. And so I just wanted to bring that up. That was 1996 in April, right after Easter. He came to Aurora. It was a hard time to get people to come out because the churches didn't really advertise it too much because Easter was the few days before, and it was the week after Easter. And he did Aurora, I think, I did Waukegan, Chicago, and other things. Now I have on the website, I have an article that you can look at XPian News about Luis Palau, and there's other things out there, and I just think it's just sad, but he's with Jesus, as we would say, and he would say that he really believed that. So Luis Palau, he's passed away at age 86. 86. So I just want to say you have a good weekend here, and we'll see you then on Monday, Lord willing, at 5 p.m. Hopefully, I'm going to have some guests next week. I'm going to be working on that more here. So we'll hopefully have some guests. And at the bottom of the screen, you can see where you can get some shots for the COVID vaccine. You can do that with the VNA. Give them a look online for that. That's the VNA health.com and then slash COVID dash vaccine. VNAhealth.com COVID dash vaccine. So if you need that vaccine, we got to get everybody involved in that one. So we'll see you then on Monday, Lord willing. Have a great weekend. And all I can say right now is we'll see you then. I thank you for just listening and a few comments here. And we thank you for testimonies that I just mentioned, and we need more of those testimonies. We want to build people up, and that's what we're doing here. And an example would be Luis Palau there. So God bless all you out there. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.